We at Drone Agrispray represent 3 generations of farmers and business owners. We identified a problem selling our foliar system to farmers. We had no way to prove value or measure increased crop yield. So late in 2023, we set out to purchase our first drone in order to apply 5-acre demos with these products, proving increased crop yields. And finally, in 2025, we were able to complete our demos and collect yield numbers to show what these products can produce in added value. The products in our portfolio are NutriPlant Seed Treatment, APSA 80 Soil Conditioner, and NutriPlant AG, which is our foliar feeding product. For our demos, we use APSA 80 and NutriPlant AG. We are interested in including seed treatment in our future demos. However, it is difficult to ask a farmer to isolate 5 acres during the planting process. As you can see, there are many benefits to using the seed treatment. But the one that is readily apparent in every application is the impressive root structure on the treated plants. Notice the difference between the root structure of the 2 stalks on the right versus the left. Also notice the increased stalk size. If you were to treat 3 seeds with NutriPlant seed treatment and then leave 3 seeds untreated and then grow them in a petri dish, by day 9 or 10 the treated seeds will be inches ahead of the untreated seeds. Notice in multi-year independent studies that the powder form of NutriPlant produced an average increase on corn of 5.6 bushels to the acre. On beans, it showed an average increase of 2.7 bushels to the acre. The liquid form of NutriPlant seed treatment produced an average increase of 9.6 bushels to the acre on corn and 1.8 bushels to the acre on beans. Here are some of the benefits of using APSA 80, one of which is faster penetration of water into soil. APSA 80 improves infiltration rates up to 34%. The primary benefit of APSA 80 is a marked reduction in soil compaction. APSA 80 on a 10-year average increased corn yield by 17.6 bushel to the acre. On soybeans over the same 10-year average, the increase was 5.1 bushels to. In 2023, we had a farmer in Eastman, Wisconsin demo 40 acres of an 80-acre field with APSA 80. He applied only pre-emerge herbicide to the first 40 acres and added APSA 80 to the last 40 acres. Notice how the treated side caused the herbicide to absorb more evenly, which resulted in a more complete kill of weeds. Also notice that even though at the time the pictures were taken, the crop had gotten less than 2 inches of rain, the leaves are not showing the same stress as the crop that didn't have the APSA 80 in the mix. See how the cobs from the untreated side had already died off while the treated cobs were still producing growth. After 2 years of using APSA 80 in this field, the petrometer is almost fully submerged before reaching compaction. In an untreated field across a dividing lane, the petrometer would only penetrate 3 to 4 inches before going into the red. Here are the many benefits of our final product, NutriPlant AG. We applied NutriPlant AG twice on our corn demos, once at the 5 to 9 leaf stage and again during pollination. This product improves plant metabolism and increases photosynthesis on average by 16%. After the second application of NutriPlant AG, the corn leaves are noticeably deeper in color than untreated corn nearby. In a multi-year study using only NutriPlant AG on corn, the average increase was 13.1 bushels to the acre. On soybeans, the average increase was 8.8 bushels to the acre. Notice the cob size difference between treated and untreated corn. This is a graph of our demos where we showed a yield increase averaging 20.82% on shell corn. This is a graph of the same demos. It shows an average increase of 17.45% on corn silage. Notice the health of some of the roots that we were able to dig from a farm that uses all 3 products. I know it's hard to imagine when talking percentage of yield increase, so here's a calculator displaying the average increase according to a multi-year study done by the Irrigation Research Foundation in Yuma, Colorado. See how this calculates out to $122,239 in shell corn profit. Alternatively, if you calculate out the tonnage weight, it produces a profit of $158,660 in added feed. If you would like more information or to set up a time to meet in person, please call 715-661-3826.